Welcome back to Spiritual Quest. Today we explore a topic shrouded in ancient mystery, the spiritual origins and implications of alcohol, why it is called spirit and how it affects our spiritual journey. Chapter 1. The word alcohol traces its mystical roots to the Arabic term al-Kuhul, originally meaning the fine powder used in alchemy. Ancient alchemists considered alcohol essential in purifying substances, symbolizing the extraction of the pure essence or spirit from matter. Alcohol, similarly, was viewed as a transformative agent, capable of extracting the essence from herbs and plants, carrying within it the spirit of nature itself. Yet this concept has deeper symbolic layers. Alchemy was fundamentally a spiritual science. Alchemists sought not only physical transformation but also spiritual elevation. The concept of distillation itself symbolized refinement, separating gross matter from pure spirit, a process of spiritual awakening mirrored in many mystical paths. However, alcohol's dual nature also became apparent. The same substance believed capable of refinement could also veil and obscure perception, dulling consciousness and lowering spiritual vibrations. Ancient texts and esoteric teachings warned practitioners of these dual energies, urging caution and discernment in its use. Chapter 2. The pineal gland, often called the third eye, is revered across ancient cultures as the seat of intuition and gateway to spiritual awakening. Mystics and seers throughout history considered the health and clarity of this gland essential for spiritual growth. Today, spiritual researchers highlight how alcohol adversely affects the pineal gland, disrupting its delicate biochemical balance and calcifying it over time. Such calcification dulls intuitive perception and blocks the subtle energy channels, preventing clear spiritual insights and hindering spiritual progress. Mystics describe the pineal gland as our inner eye, granting visions, dreams, and a deep sense of connectedness to the divine. Ancient spiritual disciplines emphasized practices like meditation, breathwork, and clean living precisely to protect and nourish the pineal gland. Alcohol, with its intoxicating and numbing effects, is seen as directly opposed to these higher practices, creating barriers between the practitioner and spiritual truths. This ancient wisdom reinforces the importance of purity and clarity in pursuit of spiritual awakening. Throughout history, revered spiritual masters and mystics like Rumi, Osho, and Paramahansa Yogananda have cautioned spiritual seekers about alcohol's seductive yet spiritually detrimental nature. The great Sufi poet Rumi poetically distinguished between earthly intoxication, which entangles the soul in confusion and illusion, and spiritual intoxication, which liberates and elevates consciousness. He warned followers that alcohol provides only a fleeting illusion of happiness and union, ultimately trapping the soul in lower vibrations. Osho, the contemporary mystic, elaborated that alcohol numbs one's capacity for spiritual sensitivity, creating a false sense of freedom while actually enslaving consciousness to dependency and confusion. Paramahansa Yogananda similarly taught that true seekers must remain mindful and clear-minded, cautioning against substances that cloud judgment and diminish the strength of spiritual resolve. These teachings collectively emphasize discipline, self-awareness, and vigilance in maintaining spiritual purity. Esoteric traditions universally viewed alcohol with a sense of spiritual caution, often considering it a hindrance rather than a helper on the path to enlightenment. In Sufism, alcohol symbolized ego-driven desires which distracted the seeker from true spiritual growth. Rather than physical intoxication, Sufis sought spiritual ecstasy, achieved through intense devotion, poetry, chanting, and meditation. Gnostic texts similarly portrayed alcohol as a barrier to gnosis, the direct knowledge of spiritual truth. Alcohol's intoxicating illusions were perceived as obstacles, clouding spiritual insight and disconnecting the seeker from inner guidance and divine communion. Hindu and Buddhist teachings also issued strong warnings against alcohol, emphasizing that intoxicants dull discernment, obscure mindfulness, and weaken moral and spiritual integrity. Ancient sages recognized that true spiritual strength emerged from clarity and purity of mind, qualities easily compromised by alcohol. Yet mystics across many traditions have spoken poetically about another kind of intoxication, a profound spiritual ecstasy arising from union with the divine. Unlike physical intoxication, spiritual inebriation is characterized by heightened awareness, ecstatic bliss, and transcendent clarity. Ancient texts describe mystics who experienced divine intoxication through deep meditation, prayer, chanting, and contemplative silence, achieving an altered state of consciousness far surpassing any earthly pleasure. Sufi masters describe being drunk with the love of the divine, experiencing overwhelming joy, love, and cosmic unity. Similarly, saints and sages from Hinduism spoke of samadhi, a state of ecstatic union with the divine, offering eternal bliss and spiritual insight beyond worldly comprehension. This divine intoxication heals, transforms, and liberates the soul, rather than entrapping it. Spiritual inebriation offers profound states of inner peace, cosmic connection, and ultimate liberation. It requires disciplined practice, mindful awareness, and sincere devotion, qualities profoundly different from the temporary escapism offered by alcohol. True spiritual intoxication elevates consciousness, heals spiritual wounds, and awakens seekers to their highest spiritual potential. Remember, the path of true spiritual liberation is paved not by external substances, but by inner awakening. May your journey be clear, your heart mindful, and your spirit ever ascending. If you find yourself struggling with alcohol or feeling trapped by its illusions, remember you are not alone. It is never too late to embrace a new perspective and make positive changes. True transformation begins the moment you decide to seek clarity and reclaim your spiritual power. Here at Spiritual Quest, our purpose is to provide wisdom and relevant insights to support your journey of spiritual growth and expanding consciousness. If you found value in today's exploration, please consider liking and subscribing to this growing community. It truly means the world. Together, we create a powerful collective energy, supporting each other's paths toward greater wisdom, fulfillment, and spiritual awakening. Every subscription, like, and share helps spread these essential insights, igniting positive transformation not just within ourselves, but throughout the world. Join us on this incredible journey. Your presence makes all the difference. Until next time, keep seeking.